And now, BX Forever presents another RPG Deep Dive.
Welcome to another episode of BX Forever.
Today we're diving into something a little different. An adventure module called Sabre River from the 80s.
Classic.
But it's more than just, a story.
Right.
It's like a blueprint for a whole fantasy adventure.
Yeah.
Twists, challenges, moral dilemmas, the whole deal. And you're the main character.
Exactly. You're summoned to this royal court as a trusted advisor. And the Count's Dominion, total chaos, taxes, not being paid, animals acting super strange, and the rumors, monsters.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
Yeah, it's not good.
So then this young boy shows up named Cutter. And he's got this, chilling tale about his village near the Sabre River.
Oh, the Sabre River, that doesn't sound good.
No, not at all. Crops are failing. People are, turning violent. And there's this pattern, this really disturbing pattern tied to the moon, the phases of the moon.
Oh. Yeah, the module, it really gets into how they built suspense back then. It doesn't just say people are going crazy. It lays out this progression tied to the moon. First, it's violence, then deep sleep, and then death.
Oh, wow.
Makes it feel real, immediate, raises the stakes.
Definitely. And just when you think things can't get any weirder.
It does.
A giant skull, dripping blood, just appears out of thin air right there in the court.
Yeah.
And it gives this cryptic message about a curse that's going to, destroy civilization unless you can stop it.
The cure you seek is in your hand while you search the land.
Ah, yes, the classic cryptic prophecy.
Exactly. It's how they, got you hooked. Riddles, hidden meanings. You want to know more.
You got to solve the mystery. So, of course, you need an expert. Someone who knows the local lore.
Right.
There are whispers about this here. Lives on a secluded island in the Sabre River.
He's supposed to be powerful, wise, but there's a price for his knowledge.
There's always a price.
Always. There's this story about a farmer who went to the seer. He wanted fertile fields, and he got them. But the price, 20 years of his life, gone. Just like that.
Whoa.
Makes you think, right? How far would you go to get what you want? Would you make that kind of deal?
Yeah. Good question.
Yeah.
So you and this party of adventurers, you set off into the wilderness.
Let's find the seer.
Yeah. He's your only lead. And the module, it gives you all these possibilities, right?
Yeah.
For what you might run into along the way.
Random encounters. Could be harmless animals. Could be werewolves. Keeps you on your toes.
You never know what's lurking around the corner.
That's what makes it fun. It's not just a straight line. It's a sandbox. You make choices. They shape the story. It's like real life in a way.
Right.
Sometimes you got to fight. Sometimes you got to talk. Sometimes you got to be smart and avoid the fight altogether.
Okay, so you're on your way to the island.
Yeah.
But then everyone in your party starts having the same dream. It's vivid and disturbing. You're facing this storm giant, then a gold dragon, then a beholder.
A beholder.
That's not good.
No. And no matter what you do, you die in the dream. Every time.
The module, it doesn't really explain the dream.
Oh, really?
Which makes it even creepier. Is it a premonition? Side effect of the curse? A message from something else? We don't know.
Adds to the mystery, for sure.
Definitely. Blurs the lines, between reality and dreams, sanity and madness.
Okay, so you finally make it to Cutter's village. You're hoping to find some answers, maybe some help. But villagers, they're not.
Right.
The curse. Yeah. They've succumbed to it. They attack you. And they're trying to make you drink the river water.
This scene, it's not just a monster encounter. It's like a gut punch. These are people, people you might have helped, twisted by this curse.
Makes it personal.
Yeah. It's tragic. Reminds you that even good intentions, they can go wrong.
You fight your way through the village.
Yeah.
And you keep going toward the island. But even getting there is a challenge.
You have to cross this, rickety cable bridge over the river and the current. It's swirling, dangerous.
Even reaching the seer is a test.
Like in those old myths, right? The hero's journey.
Exactly. Knowledge isn't easy to come by. You got to earn it. Face your fears.
And once you get to the island,
more challenges.
It's like an obstacle course designed by, a crazy wizard. Illusions, traps, weird creatures.
For example?
Oh, a Medusa disguised as a beautiful woman offering you poisoned food.
Classic.
A mud pit full of mud golems. Though, oddly, Cutter, he's totally fine around them.
That's interesting. Maybe he's immune to the curse. Or is there something more going on?
Ooh, foreshadowing.
Maybe.
Then there's this, like, gigantic gargoyle guarding a chamber with these weird carvings.
Carvings.
Yeah, they seem to hint at ancient Alphatian history, which, if you remember, is where the curse originated.
In that general.
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe these carvings hold some clue to breaking the curse. It's like a puzzle within a puzzle.
Gotta love those little mysteries. They make you think,
Yeah.
Piece things together, come up with your own theories.
And then there's a basilisk.
A basilisk. You gotta be careful with those. One look and you're stoned.
Right. And it's guarding this, like, powerful magic user.
Right.
But he's been charmed by the river water.
Oh, no.
Then you find a chamber full of rust monsters and shadows guarding a golden statue. Kind of a weird combo, right?
Huh. Maybe the statue is more than it seems. Or maybe it's a test. Will you risk it all for some treasure or stay focused on the mission?
Good point. And then things get really trippy. You walk into a chamber, and suddenly you're in a desert, complete with giant scorpions.
Whoa!
And a man-scorpion cleric guarding a pool of, you guessed it, cursed water.
Illusions! Gotta love them. Makes you question everything, What's real, what's not. It's like a mind game.
And then, just when you think you've seen it all, a black dragon.
Another one.
Yep. But this one, it's been charmed by the cursed water it's guarding.
Oh, the irony.
And finally, for the grand finale of this crazy obstacle course, the Sears machine room.
A machine room.
Yeah, it's this labyrinth of moving parts, gears, and stuff. And it's rigged with all kinds of traps, like reverse gravity, scything blades.
Oh, ouch.
And even a trap that can turn you into a frog.
Talk about adding insult to injury.
Right. But you finally make it. To the Sears chamber, there are these tapestries depicting epic battles, a cauldron of hot coals, and there he is, the seer, shrouded in mystery.
And Cutter.
He's right there, still unharmed, still kind of creepy.
Something's definitely up with that kid. The module, it hints at his importance to the seer, but it doesn't say why.
Okay, so the seer, he explains the curse. It all started with this ancient Alphatian general. He was defeated, betrayed, and cursed the land with his magic saber.
The saber that was broken.
Yeah. The hilt is hidden in this place called the Tower of Terror.
Yeah.
Inside an active volcano, of course. You get the hilt, bring it to the seer, and he says he can lift the curse.
Sounds simple enough.
If only it were that easy.
Yeah. There's more to the story.
Much more.
The seer, he's not telling you everything. And Cutter, his role is far more significant than it seems. So you're off to find this Tower of Terror, this volcano. Supposedly holds the key to breaking the curse.
Sounds fun.
Well, it's not exactly a relaxing vacation.
I figured. And I bet it gets even more complicated.
Oh, absolutely. Before you even reach the volcano, you run into those figures from your dream. The 3 crones of Christic.
The ones from the dream.
Yeah. But now they're visions, offering warnings, information, but for a price.
There's always a price.
Always. These crones, they're like this recurring archetype, in fantasy, mythology, powerful women, dispensing wisdom, prophecies, even curses.
Like the 3 witches in Macbeth.
Exactly. Or the fates. They represent destiny, the unpredictable, the idea that knowledge, it comes at a cost.
And what kind of warnings do they give?
Oh, they're cryptic, of course. Gotta love that. They say to beware the crimson sailor and to leave a cork in the bottle.
Okay. Not exactly helpful.
Well, you gotta decipher it, right?
Yeah.
That's part of the fun. The crimson sailor, that's Incendiarus.
The red dragon.
Yep, the one guarding the volcano. And leave a cork in the bottle, that's about the Helians.
Who are the Helians again?
Fire elementals. They're keeping the volcano from erupting. So basically, the crones are telling you, don't mess with the dragon or the volcano.
Well, that's just great. So now we have to worry about a Dragon A&D, a potential volcanic eruption.
Yep. Just another Tuesday in this adventure. The module, it's full of these escalating challenges, each one bigger than the last. It's how they built the tension, the excitement.
Makes you feel like a real hero, huh?
Yeah.
Facing impossible odds.
Exactly. So you get to the volcano, and as expected, Incendiarus is not happy to see you.
I wouldn't be either if someone barged into my volcano lair.
She's got her brood with her too, young dragons, all ready to defend their territory.
Dragons, of course. Classic fantasy staple. They're usually all about power, greed,
Right, but what's interesting here is that Incendiarus, she's not just a mindless monster. She's protecting her kids, acting on instinct. It adds another layer, Makes you think about the motivations, even of a dragon.
So you got to get past her and her brood. How do you do that?
That's the beauty of this module. You have options. Sneak past, try to negotiate, or just go in all guns blazing. Each choice has its own risks and rewards.
So it's like a choose-your-own-adventure book, but with, more fire-breathing lizards.
Exactly. It lets players approach challenges in different ways. Reflects their personality, their play style. Some people like to charge in. Others are more strategic, like in real life.
Okay, so you get past the dragons
Yeah.
somehow. Now you're at the entrance to the Tower of Terror. What's inside this volcano?
Classic dungeon crawl stuff. Traps, monsters, puzzles.
Okay, give me the highlights. What are some of the most memorable encounters?
Well, first you got to deal with the heat. You're descending into a volcano, remember? So it gets hotter and hotter. There's this chamber, the halls of flame. It's baking, molten lava everywhere.
Ouch.
And of course, you're not alone. You run into a lesser Afridi.
A what?
A fire creature, powerful, cunning, can control fire. And he's got his buddies with him. Flame salamanders.
So it's hot A&D. There are fire monsters trying to kill us.
Pretty much. It's a challenge on multiple levels. You got to be tough, smart, and quick on your feet. You keep going down, and you reach this enormous shaft, the well of fire. It leads straight down to the volcano's core, 1,000-foot drop.
Oh, no.
And guarding this precarious drop are the Helians, the fire elementals we talked about.
The ones that are keeping the volcano from erupting.
The very same. They're actually good guys. Lawful good, to be precise.
Wait, good guys. I thought fire creatures were all about destruction and chaos.
Not these guys. They're all about balance, order. They're the reason the volcano hasn't erupted and wiped out everything for miles. It shows that even the most destructive forces can be used for good, right?
That's actually pretty cool. But I'm guessing they're not just going to let us pass.
You're right. They're known for their wisdom, their philosophical insights. They might ask you questions, test your character, make you think.
So I'm trying to save the world from a curse. And these fire creatures want to have a philosophical debate.
It's all part of the challenge. It's not just about fighting monsters. It's about facing yourself, your beliefs, your values.
And if we don't pass their little test...
Well, they do have complete control over fire, let's just say. You don't want to get on their bad side.
Okay, so you pass the Helian philosophy exam. What's next on this delightful volcano tour?
You keep going down, deeper into the volcano, and you run into a death walker.
Which is?
An undead warrior. With a serious grudge, and it might just follow you, waiting for the perfect moment to strike.
An undead stalker.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Just what we needed.
Adds to the suspense, right? You got to be on your guard, always looking over your shoulder.
So we're in a volcano, avoiding fire elementals, being stalked by an undead warrior. And are there more traps?
Of course. It wouldn't be a proper dungeon without them. More teleport traps, for one. And then a chamber guarded by invisible gorgons.
Gorgons, as in, look at them and turn to stone gorgons.
The one and only. This volcano is just full of surprises, isn't it?
I'm starting to think this whole quest was a bad idea.
But danger often comes with great rewards. Remember those poltergeists? The ones who like to throw rocks and steal your stuff?
Oh yeah, those were fun.
Well, if you defeat them, you find their hoard.
Treasure. Really?
And not just any treasure. The source material describes it as a treasure trove beyond your wildest dreams. Gold, jewels, potions, magic weapons. There's even a shield that grants the power of flight.
Okay, that does sound pretty amazing. So we're rich, Andy, we can fly. Maybe this volcano isn't so bad after all.
But the adventure's not over yet. You faced all these challenges, but the ultimate test awaits in the final chamber. The chamber in the hilt.
That's where the saber hilt is.
Supposedly. But it's full of illusions. Fake hilts, glowing statues, and even the walls tell a story.
The walls.
They're covered in mosaics depicting the Alphatian invasion, how the general cursed the land. It reminds you that history is complicated, you know? There are always multiple sides to every story.
So you find the real hilt, navigate all the illusions, and you're out of the volcano. Mission accomplished.
You return to the seer, ready to lift the curse. But something feels off. You know, like that feeling you get when you know something bad is about to happen?
Yeah, I know that feeling. What is it? What's wrong?
Remember all those little things along the way? Cutter being immune to some of the curse. The way the seer explained everything almost too perfectly. It all leads to this moment.
To what? What happens?
The seer, he's got this look on his face like he's been waiting for this moment.
This doesn't sound good.
He asks for the hilt. And then he calls Cutter forward. You know, that kid always tagging along, seemingly harmless.
Yeah, what about him?
That's when it all comes crashing down. The seer reveals that Cutter isn't who he seems.
What do you mean?
Cutter is actually this powerful magic user named Urbis, transformed by the curse.
Whoa, hold on. So the kid,
Yeah.
he was the bad guy all along.
Well, not exactly bad guy, more like a pawn. The seer was using him. It's a classic bait and switch, right? The helpless child. Turns out to be a key part of the curse.
Mind blown. We were helping the villain the whole time.
It's a great twist, right? Makes you question everything you thought you knew. Who can you trust? It's like Loki in Norse mythology, always tricking everyone.
Or like Iago and Othello, right? All those lies and manipulation.
Exactly. Deception, hidden identities. It's the theme you see throughout history, literature.
So the seer's got the hilt.
Yeah.
And now he's revealing his true intentions. He doesn't want to lift the curse. He wants it to stay.
He wants the land to stay wild, untamed. He's not just a wise old hermit. He's something darker.
But why? Why would he want that?
The module, it leaves it open to interpretation. Is he just evil? Or is he a victim of the curse himself, twisted by its power? We don't know for sure.
That's actually pretty creepy. So what happens next?
Well, things get pretty intense. The seer, he attacks, and the island itself, it starts falling apart, crumbling into the river. He's summoning monsters, teleporting around. And the saber, it's glowing, radiating this dark energy.
It sounds like a scene from a movie.
It's a fight for survival, but then there's another twist.
Another one.
The saber, it speaks.
The saber, it talks.
Well, more like communicates. It's now sentient, and it wants you to use its power to defeat the seer, to break free from his control.
Whoa, that's heavy. The cursed weapon wants to help us. Isn't that a bit risky?
It's a classic dilemma, right? The powerful artifact capable of great good or evil. Can you trust it? Can you wield that power without being corrupted?
So what do you do?
That's the question, isn't it? You've spent this whole adventure trying to destroy this thing, but now it might be the only way to stop the seer.
Talk about a tough choice. Fight fire with fire. But what's the cost?
It's that age-old question, isn't it? Do the ends justify the means? What are you willing to sacrifice?
So let's say you decide to trust the saber. You use its power, and after this epic battle, you defeat the seer.
It's not easy. He's powerful. But you manage to overpower him. He dissolves into this puddle of cursed water. But his last words, they're chilling. He says, "I shall return."
He's still a threat. That's scary.
It leaves you with this lingering sense of dread. Like the danger isn't truly gone, just postponed. It's like those horror movies where the villain always comes back.
So the island sinks, but you survive, thanks to the saber. And now it reveals its true purpose.
It has to be taken to the heart of the river, the source of the curse. Only then can it be permanently broken. It guides you to this ruined Alphatian palace, high in the mountains. That's where the heart is.
But of course, it's not that simple. There's more, right?
Always. Giant rocks trying to steal your horses, saber claws ambushing you. The Alphatian ruins themselves, they're a whole other challenge. Bronze golems, carrion crawlers, you name it. You even encounter a beholder. Again.
They really threw everything but the kitchen sink into this adventure, huh?
And then there are the water elementals.
What are they doing there?
They're trapped because of the curse. The polluted water, it's keeping them from returning to their own plane. They're on your side, actually, hoping you'll cleanse the water.
So the curse, it's not just affecting the people, the land. It's messing with these powerful elemental beings, too.
It shows how interconnected everything is. The river, it's like a lifeblood. And the curse, it's a poison, spreading, affecting everything it touches.
And we're the antidote.
Exactly. So you finally reach this heart of the river, deep underwater lake, fed by a wormhole to the plane of water. And there it is, the source of the curse. This pulsating black growth spewing out polluted water. It's like the heart of the corruption, you know?
You've come so far, faced so many dangers. You're finally here. You can end this.
But just as you're about to use the saber to cleanse the heart, a dragon turtle attacks.
Seriously? Another dragon?
This is it. The final boss. A test of everything you've learned, everything you've endured. To break the curse, you have to plunge the saber into that growth 5 times. But can you do it before the dragon turtle destroys you?
I don't know. It's up to, well, whoever's playing this adventure, I guess.
That's the beauty of it, right? The module, it doesn't dictate the ending. It's up to you. Your choices, your actions. But let's say, for argument's sake, that you win. You defeat the dragon turtle. You cleanse the heart of the river. The water runs clear. The curse is broken. But
There's always a but.
the saber, it has to stay at the heart to keep the curse sealed. If it's removed, the cycle starts again. The seer will eventually return. The land will be plunged back into darkness.
So you're a hero. You saved the world.
Yeah.
But now you have this choice, this incredibly powerful weapon. Do you keep it Or do you sacrifice it for the greater good?
It's a tough decision, isn't it? And it's not an easy one. What would you do?
I honestly don't know. It's a lot to think about. But that's what makes this adventure module so compelling, right? It's not just about fighting monsters and finding treasure. It's about making choices. Choices that matter.
Exactly. It's a reflection of life, in a way. We're always facing choices, big and small. And sometimes the hardest ones are the ones that force us to sacrifice something for ourselves, for others, for the world.
Wow. So, deep divers, we've reached the end of our journey. For now, we've explored the world of Sabre River, faced its challenges, and uncovered its secrets. But the biggest question remains, what would you do?
Would you keep the saber? Or would you let it go?
Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep diving deep.